Hello, welcome back to the channel. And we are all about showcasing the best of every category of business in and around Short Pump, Virginia. And today I am going to share with you, and I bought, I don't know how many cars in my lifetime, many, well over a dozen. And this guy blew not only my socks off, but my husband's as well. And so we're going to meet with Matt Iwanu. Hi, Matthew.
Yeah, it's all good. How are you doing, Jan?
I'm doing great. Matthew, I want to tell everybody about you, and then I'm going to ask you just a couple questions because, as you know, this is called Short Pump Showcase, and I want to showcase you.
Awesome.
Matthew is okay. So I was looking for a car, and my husband and I went into four dealerships, and I didn't know if I wanted new, this, that, whatever. And nobody else, everybody else was basic, everybody else was average. Matthew was exceptional, he was extraordinary. And so the way that we felt was, oh, we're going to buy from this guy. We don't even care what the product is. Like, you know what I mean? So I want you all to know if you're looking for a vehicle, you got to go see Matthew. And at the end, he'll tell you how to get in touch with you, how to get in touch with him rather. But Matthew, why don't we start with you're young, and I know you're originally from California and you moved here several years ago. Why don't you tell us why car sales? Like how did you get doing what you're doing?
So to start it off, I owned a Volvo as one of my first cars, and I had nothing but amazing things to say to everyone. I always talked about it. I always showed it off. I always wanted to show it off and just tell everyone about it. And so I was looking for a job, and I was like, what do I want to do? I want to enjoy myself. And I was thinking, I love this car so much. Why don't I go over to Volvo and see if I could talk to them as a living? And so showed them my Volvo passion, and they hired me first day on the spot, and I've been here for close to 3 years now and love it
Wow.
and love it.
And that's so amazing. I love what you said is the passion, and the passion comes through, and your love of Volvo and the quality of those vehicles. So talk to me about why is Volvo of Richmond different than really any other car dealership? Because I'm not going to name any other names, but why don't you tell us why Volvo of Richmond over other car dealers?
And so I will say this is the only dealership I've been with, but in my eyes and the stories I've heard, I love the way we do our process. We're extremely transparent. We show everything just how it is. There's not much hassle, if any, and it's overall a great experience, amazing people working with, and I love working with you.
That's right. Now, I would agree with that. You were very transparent. And the thing that most people don't like about cars is that it's like, oh, you're going to go in the back office and pretend that, we're going to play the back and forth, but that didn't happen.
Right.
Okay, so why don't you tell us about why is Volvo such a tremendous manufacturer? Like what, like I know you love everything about it, but share with
Yeah.
us maybe two or three things.
So all boils down to the safety and comfort of the cars. Just sitting in the car feels like a tank. Like you don't feel like anything's going to happen to you. It is safe as can be, and the way they drive,
Yeah.
it's just pure excitement and amazement. And so I remember back in with like the 80s and 90s, Volvos were there like the safest car on the roads and everything. Everyone had one. They weren't as fast, but over the years they've developed a lot more features all the way down to how they're built and the electronics they put into the car to keep you safe and the build quality of the vehicles, how they cater it towards all the clients. They take feedback in and they kind of express that through the cars.
Mm,
It is one of the most amazing brands I've seen.
that's amazing. Now, I would agree. I would agree that Volvo is very safe and it has been known for safety. I think either you or maybe someone else there when we were there were telling us about an accident, and in any other vehicle, they may not have made it. But because of the safety and structure and the mechanism of Volvo. Um, what I want to know about is what the extras are. And I'll just say one of them is before you go on vacation, we can go in there and have you make sure that, hey, everything looks good now. Like, talk to us about what the benefits are of your dealership.
And so kind of benefits going towards us. We're a part of Haley. Haley is going to be kind of like the corporate that runs us. We have about 11, 12 different dealerships. We
Mhm.
have over 800 pre-owned vehicles. So let's say Volvo's not the right one for you. We could pull any from anywhere. On top of that, they do like free next oil changes. They have roadside assistance and everything. They offer a lot of packages on top of the car you're buying. And so
Mhm.
it's not just going to be like a one and done deal. We're here for you every step of the way, from when you need to service your cars to supplying loaners and taking care of you. And in my eyes, I've just grown up just trying to make everyone feel good, just take care of everyone around me. And so it's just like the fact that I can do that here and just make a difference, put out positive stuff. It really warms my heart.
Yeah. And it's amazing that the maturity that you bring, because the first car we got, I didn't like. And we came back and we got another one. And it wasn't anything that was wrong with the vehicle. There was nothing wrong with the vehicle, okay? But I came from a big car and then I got too little of a car and then I had to get back into a bigger car. So,
Right.
but you were so gracious in that. Like everything was so, like the word gracious, elegant, I will say, luxury, right? And
Right.
so talk to me about maybe someone, now that you're there 3 years, talk to me about your general manager's philosophy and or your F&I, your finance guy, and how you all how and the mechanic division, whatever that's called, and like how the integration of everything flows there, because it looked like it flowed super together
It
when we.
does. We're all connected in that sort of sense, from sales all the way to service. And then with our managers, they're all on top of us, overseeing what we do. They're all in the loop. So anytime, like what you tell us, if you're looking for something specific, we bring them in the loop to try to help us find and narrow down exactly what you're looking for. And like I said, it all comes down to service as well. So even if you do need a plan of service, something's going on with something, you can always reach out to us and we'll go into the back end and look into it for you as well. And so it's like I said, it's an amazing process we have here, and just going about it on a day-to-day basis, helping my clients and everything. It's amazing the positive feedback we get and just all the nice things everyone has to says.
Yeah. And so, and I would agree with that. And we have your cell phone number and I mean, I'm very respectful as a realtor and but you were always very responsive. And so if you want a vehicle, watchers, viewers, if you want a vehicle, you want to check out Matthew. Now, Matthew, my last question is this. You're in this because of your passion. You're in this because of your passion for people, which I see right away with you, as well as your passion for the Volvo, for the manufacturer and the vehicles. What do you want people to remember you? Like, what do you want to be remembered for? Or when people they've gotten their vehicle, they're gone. What do you want them to be thinking and
I
feeling?
just I just want them to think of all the great experience they had here with me. Like the good time, like that day, maybe that week, maybe that month that we were like good friends, intertwined with each other. You can always give me a call. I'm always going to be here and everything. So it's just want to be remembered in a positive way. Just know you can count on me to always come back.
I love that. Count on Matthew. Matthew, tell us the address of where you're located and then any other contact details you want to provide to our
All right.
viewers on YouTube.
We're at 7211 West Broad Street. Specifically, look for me, Matthew Iwanu. Our store phone number is 804-755-6666. And you can always ask for me in that way. And we can always set up to find something you might like, or we can always work it out.
That's right. And I will tell you that my husband because we both ended up buying cars with Matthew, and his wasn't planned because he was actually a little upside down. But Matthew wrote everything down, and I said to my husband, I said, honey, it's not going to happen. And Matthew made it happen. And my husband loves his vehicle. So thank you, Matthew.
Happy. I'm so happy for that. That's
All
amazing.
right. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much, Matthew. Until next time, this is Short Pump's Best, and you're watching Short Pump Showcase. Talk to you soon.